Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my video lecture class second. So, in last class, we had discussed the introduction of training, what is training, and we have seen the definition of training too, and also we have seen the needs of training, why training is needed, why organizations will conduct the training programs. Okay, so in today's class, let us understand the objectives of training program, and also we will learn different types of training program or the training. So we know the meaning of training. Training is an organized activity for increasing the technical skills of the employees and which enable them to perform or achieve job efficiently and effectively, and also which provides the workers with the facility to gain the knowledge, to gain the technical knowledge and to learn new skills to do specific jobs. So when we look at the objectives of training, we can see the first objective as to enhance the knowledge of employees. What it means? Okay, so as we know, a few years ago, keypad phone was in use, right? But now keypad phone is replaced by smartphone and iPad. At present, smartphone and iPad are in trend, so nobody wants to use keypad phone because it is outdated. Nobody wants to use outdated product. So similarly in the organization also, no employees wants to stick on to the same job knowledge or same particular skills. So they need some changes in their job knowledge. They need something changes. They need some some they need to learn some new skills regarding their job. Okay, because technology is changing day by day. In order to deal with the technology, so employees need to be updated. So in order to update the employees, so in order to in order to enhance the knowledge of the employees, the organization has to come up with the refresher courses or retraining program where they can enhance, where they can update themselves with the technological changes. Okay, so that is all about to enhance the knowledge of employees. Okay, so the second objective of training is to improve job related skills. What it means? Okay, so when you do not have a proper adequate skill, adequate job knowledge, you are not able to perform that particular job, right? So example, let's say accountant. Okay, so we know the job of accountant. So accountant of the job is to record the transaction of the business, and to to maintain the books of the accounts, and to prepare the profit and loss account, and to prepare the balance sheet. I can say to prepare the financial statement of that particular company. This is the task. So in order to record the transaction, in order to prepare the profit and loss account, he must know what is profit and loss account. So he should require accounting knowledge. So he should have the proper accounting knowledge. Suppose if he doesn't have a proper accounting knowledge, then it is not possible for him to perform the job. It is not possible for him to prepare the financial statements of the company. Ultimately he will fail in his particular job. Okay, similarly, in organization also, some employees are not able to perform their jobs well. They possess inadequate skills. I can say the lack of skills and the knowledge of their assignments. So with this result, they produce poor quality, and also and I can say they will fail to meet the output. Also I think they will waste the resources of the company, or maybe they will damage the equipment and tools. or maybe they respond insufficiently, to the supervisor's instructions and so on. So this is the case, they need a training course for the purpose of removing these barriers. Okay, and you are enable them to fit to that particular job, so you're making them to fit to that particular job. So this is how you will, by having the training program, by conducting the training program, you will improve the job related skills. Okay, the next objective of training is to develop proper job related attitude. So when you work in the company, um, you need to work with the team members, right? So you'll be having the team, so you need to work with them, so you're not alone there. So you have your, team members as your colleagues, your co-workers, or maybe your supervisors, or maybe your junior workers. So these people are around you, so you need to mingle with them, right? Suppose if you have a negative attitude, or maybe I can say you guys egoistic person, you are an egoistic person, so you get angry for silly matters, and you don't talk to others, and you expect others to talk with you. Okay, so when you have all these kind of attitude, uh, nobody will talk to you. Will anyone wants to talk to you? No, nobody will talk to you, and no one will help you out in your work target, or and nobody. So ultimately, you will fail to achieve the teamwork. So when you work with the team, so of course you should have the positive attitude, right? So you have to cooperate with them. Suppose if you do not have positive attitude, if you have negative attitude, then definitely you will fail to achieve the teamwork. So when you have positive attitude, like, you need to interact with them. So you need to interact with your team members, and you need to share your ideas, and you have to allow your team members to share their ideas, and you have to respect them, and you must listen their ideas. Okay, so when you create a friendly environment among your team, definitely you can achieve the team target, you can achieve the teamwork with a very effective manner. So here, when you work with the team, so you should have the positive attitude. So by having the training program, the employees will develop, you know will develop their uh, positive and helpful attitude towards their jobs. So here the organization has to come up with the training where the employees can develop, and where they can develop positive and helpful attitude towards their jobs, and they learn how to mingle, how to socialize with the uh, supervisors, colleagues, and juniors, and maybe the goals and the policies and procedures of the company, and to the environment of the workplace. Okay, so this is how you can develop the proper job related attitudes. So in form of positive and helpful attitude. Okay, so this is all about third objective. So moving on to next slide. The next objective of training is to reduce the number of accidents by providing safety training to the workers. Yes, so when you have trained workers or trained employees in your organization, so they'll be knowing how to deal with the machinery, and how to handle the equipments there, because they'll be having the adequate knowledge about the machinery, adequate knowledge about the work, how to handle and how to operate with the machines, and how to deal with the equipments. So how to work with the equipments. So they will they will avoid the accidents that happens, so they can reduce the number of accidents. So by having the well trained workers, so you can reduce the number of accidents. Okay, so the next objective of training is to prepare for higher responsibility. Yes. So here, when we see in the organization, so nobody wants to, no employees wants to stick on to the same position for a year. Yes. So they don't want to stick on to the same position. They need some changes in their position. So they want, a higher responsibility. So they're looking for the promotion. They want appreciation. Yes. They feel that they want to recognize from others. Yes, they want promotion. So here, by providing the training program, by conducting the training program, maybe you are giving the opportunity, or maybe you are giving the platform where they can, get the higher responsibility. Okay, maybe by giving the training programs, by conducting the training programs, you will also increase their abilities. Okay, and also you will increase their skills. So when they have all these skills, automatically they can, get the promotion. Okay. For the promotion purpose, maybe for the appreciation of the work, the training is helpful for them. Okay. The next objective of training is to facilitate organizational changes. When you update the employees, with the help of training program, they'll be having the new knowledge, and they'll be having the uh, high skills, and they'll be having the new knowledge. So they'll be ready to face the new challenges that comes in future. So even when you have well-trained workers, when you have well-trained employees in your organization, so they'll be ready to accept the changes that happens in the future. They'll be ready to accept, company come up with new policies too. Okay, so they'll be ready to accept the changes that happens in the organizations. So when you have trained workers, they'll be like a dynamics. So they'll be dynamic, and they'll be flexible in their workplace. They'll be always ready to accept the changes. So this is how the training program makes all the employees to be flexible and to be dynamic at workplace. Okay, so this is how a company this is how training program facilitates for the organizational changes. So these are the objectives of training. First objective, that is to enhance the knowledge of employees, and second one, to improve the job related skills, and third, to develop proper job related attitude, and fourth one is to reduce the number of accidents by providing safe training to the workers, and next one, to prepare for the high responsibility, and the last one is to facilitate organizational changes. So for this purpose, they are to be properly trained, and training of employee is one of the approaches for the organization to win over their resistance to change, which is caused by fear, anxiety, and unfamiliarity. Okay, so this is all about objectives of training program. The next concept is the next concept is types of training. There are several types of training that we can provide for employees. In all the situations, a variety of training types will be used. So it is up to the company, and it is up to the a type of the job, what kind of job it is, and what kind of company it is. And when we look into the manufacturing company, and when we look into the service based company, the training program what they both of them use, that is totally different. Okay, so it is depend on the company as well, job. So let us see the few types of training program. The first one is here, induction or orientation training. What do you mean by induction or orientation training? Yes. Think that you have joined an organization as a new employee. Uh, since it's your first day, you don't know anything about the company, and you don't know anything about the company. You don't know the rules and regulation of the company, and you don't know anyone there. Okay, and you don't know the historical background too. Okay, so how do you feel when you don't know anything about the company? since it's your first day, and that is your new workplace. You have never been there. Yes, everything is new to you. How you feel? You feel little nervous, right? And you feel alone also. Don't you feel? Yes, you feel. So in order to remove this nervousness, in order to reduce this nervousness of a new employee, this induction or orientation training will be conducted. Okay, so here induction or orientation training is all about you are introducing a new employee to the organization. So by explaining, okay, so by explaining the rules and regulation of the company, by explaining the or by teaching the a historical background of the company, by telling about the workers or the supervisors there, and the jobs and the methods and the manufacturing process, or whether it is a service based company or whether it is a manufacturer based company, or the companies was what exactly what company will produces, or whether company gives services, etc. So all these things will be given in a form of training. Okay, so when you know all these things of the all this information of the company, definitely you will able to work there. Okay, so maybe you will get to know all about the company, so that you can reduce your nervousness there. Okay, I think how when you joined an MBA here, so I think you had a when you came for the first time, first day of your class, I think you were a little nervous, right? Yes. So I think after you had the orientation program, you had a library orientation program, I hope. So what did they teach there in library orientation program? So they taught about the process, like how to borrow the books there, and what kind, how many departments are there. Oh, they have taught everything about the department and about the library. Okay, so similarly in the organization also. Okay, so almost all the organization they provide, they introduce a new employee through a orientation program or maybe a induction program, how you people have a freshers day. Okay, similarly in the organization also they have a program like induction or orientation. Okay, it is conducted by all the organization. Okay, it is in order to remove the nervousness, and in order to make new employees to feel comfortable in the organization. So when you know all this information about the company, so when you are introduced to the company, and you'll be happy, and you'll be free to work in the organization because you'll be knowing everything about the company. Okay, so this is all about induction or orientation training program. The next training program is job training. Um, yes. So here, job training. So it is by the name itself we can make out it is all about your telling about what he's supposed to do. Okay, so once you provide the induction or orientation training to an employee, then you are you know giving the instruction about the job, instruction about the task, what he's supposed to do in the organization, and yes, and with whom he has to deal. Okay, what work, maybe you were explaining about if it is a production department, you were explaining about the process of the production and how many units. If it is a machine operator, you were telling about the machine and equipments and how to deal with the machines. Okay, you were giving the complete knowledge of the um, that particular job, what skill he possess. Okay, how to use that, how to handle that machines. Okay, or maybe I can give another example. If it is a computer system operator, so there when you uh, you know go to organization, they will explain, initially they will explain the company software. Okay, they will, maybe you will have a week of or maybe a month of training about this particular you know job. It is up to the job. Okay, when you join in banking industry, Okay, so initially you will be having a training. Okay, maybe you'll be having the a training of 15 to 20 days. Okay, so that is all about the tell about the job, what you supposed to do in the in the bank. Okay, so it is up to the job, what kind of job you have. Okay, so here you will be given a clear cut, or I think I can say a systematic information will be given to you, what you're supposed to do. Okay, a clear picture of a job, and also they will uh, tell you the skills. Okay, what skills you need to do, what skills you possess, what skill you require to do this job completely and systematically. Okay, so this is all about job training. Next uh, type of training is safety training. Uh, Under this training, the employees are given the safety instruction on the usage of machinery and other dangerous devices. Okay, so it is all about you giving the detailed information of the safety measures towards the job, or towards the usage of machinery or maybe other dangerous equipments that are in the organization. So let me give an example. So think that you're working as an electrician. Okay, so you are an electrician, so you must be knowing who is electrician. So one who work with the power, so he makes switchboard operations, he deals with the damaged wires, and he connects the cable wires, all these things. So all these are dangerous things only, yes or no? So all these are dangerous devices, I can say, damaged wires and switchboard operations. So when you deal with this kind of devices, so you have to use some of the safety measures. So without using hand gloves, and without using shoes, jackets, and safety mask and helmet, you know you might get harm. You might die due to you know due to all these dangerous equipments. Yes, so when you use all these safety measures, so when you are dealing with the dangerous equipments, so you can protect yourself from them. Yes, so it is not only about electrician, it can be machine operator also. So when you're working as a machine operator, so you need to work with the handling of equipments. You must be knowing how to handle with them. Yes, how to deal with them. So without using safety measures you cannot, because anytime machinery might get breakdown also, it gets breakdown also, maybe any other equipments also. Okay, suppose if you don't use any safety measures, suppose if something gets breakdown, then you might get harm. Yes, so you may lose your hand, maybe you may lose any of the part of your body. Yes or no? Yes. So when you deal with such kind of machinery, when you deal with such kind of dangerous equipments, so you must be knowing how to use the safety measures. Okay, so here the safety training is given to the employees in order to minimize the number of accidents. So when you give this kind of, when you make employees to be aware of the safety measures that are used in the organization, so they can reduce the number of accidents too. And it is not only about the machinery or maybe other devices. Okay, maybe you must be knowing how to make first aid treatment. Suppose if somebody got accident in the organization, maybe some of your colleagues or anybody who might get some who might get accident due to machinery breakdown or machinery failure. Okay, so before you take him to hospital, so you must you have to make a first aid treatment. Suppose if you don't know how to make first aid treatment, a person might die also before you take him to hospital. So you must be knowing all these things. Okay, so under safety training, employees are given all kind of safety instruction, what safety instruction they can use when when they deal with the instruments that are in the organization when they deal with the dangerous devices. Okay, so this is all about safety training. It is given in order to minimize the number of accidents and in order to protect the employees. Okay, so this is the one kind of training. And next training is skills training. Okay, so what do you mean by skills? Okay, skills, it's an ability or it's an capacity to achieve something, to do something. Okay, um, so here under this kind of training, proficiencies, you will teach the proficiencies to the employers. These proficiencies or these abilities are needed to perform the actual job. Okay, so example I can give you. Have you seen any salesman who directly ask customer that you buy my product and you give money? Have you seen any salesman they say that take this product and give money? No, they will not say that. They will attract the customer. So you might be you have observed them, I think. How they attract the customer, attracting the customer and making them to buy your product. Yes, so that is a kind of skill, right? So no one can become a salesman. Yes, so a person should have that kind of skill. So he should have the he should have the capacity to attract the customer. Then you have to make them to buy the product. Yes, that's a kind of skill. You have to attract them. Yes, so not everyone has that skill. Okay, that is a one kind of example. And one more example I can give you: cashier. Okay, cashier, you must be knowing, should have the ability or maybe should have the capacity to make the billing. Okay, suppose if something product is priced wrongly. Okay, so you must be knowing how to make it correct. You must be knowing how to deal with the technology what you use when it comes to billing counter. Suppose if something happens, then you must be knowing how to make it correct. Not everyone, and you should have the capacity, you should have the ability to manage the cash there. Not everyone can become a cashier. Yes, that is a kind of skill. Okay, so here, so under skill training, employees are given the job related skill, okay, which is very much needed to perform the job. Okay, I hope you're clear with this point. Skills training. Okay, the next one is soft skill training. What do you mean by soft skill training? Okay, so we know soft skills. Soft skills refer to personality traits, social graces, communication, and personal habits. That are characterized to that are used to characterized uh, with the other people. Okay, so I can say soft skills are very much necessary for all the employees. Suppose when you have job skill, that is, you can perform the job with the help of job skill. But when you communicate with the other people, because human is a social animal, he must mingle with the people who are in the organization. Yes, so when you deal with them, so you have to maintain, you have to you should have the communication skill there. Yes or no? Yes, so if you're very smart, then you can easily achieve the organizational objectives and individual objective too. Yes, I can say, the soft skills, it might include how to, it might include how to answer the phone or how to be friendly. Okay, yes, I have told you, it help us to develop the communication skill, interpersonal skill. Yes, nowadays communication is very, very much necessary for all the employees. So if you have a very good communication skill, then you can achieve anything. You will get the job very easily. And all the organizations will see the communication skill among the employees. So have you seen any receptionist, you know who deal with the who welcome the customer in an angry mode? No, no one. Suppose if you receive your customer in an angry mode, then they will never come back to your company. Yes, so how you deal with them? So you will welcome them in a nice manner, so you'll be having the patience, so whatever they say, you will listen them, and at the end you will you'll be having a very good communication with them. You will nicely welcome them. Yes, even if the customer is angry on you also, you will not say that. Yes, that is how you learn the patience. How that is how you have the soft skill. Okay, and I can give you one more example. Have you seen any professionals like lawyer? Have you seen any lawyer who wears t-shirt, who wears western clothes, who wears t-shirt and jeans when they are in the court? No, they have their own dressing code. Yes or no? They will maintain their own dressing code. You might have seen they always prefer to wear white shirt and black pant. The formal. They always prefer formal cloth. So when we talk about corporate world, so in almost all the organization they always prefer to wear the formal clothes, formal wears. Okay, they won't prefer much the western clothes. Yes, they should have some kind of um, they should have some standard in their organization. They have to maintain it. Okay, and I can give you one more example. In hospital we can see, have you seen any nurses or doctors, nurses who who wears western clothes, or have you seen any male nurse who wears t-shirt and or maybe shorts and t-shirt when he's in the hospital, when he work in the hospital? No, they always prefer to wear white dress. Yes, so this is all because of the standard what the company has. To maintain that standard, they need soft skill. So you will learn all this kind of patience and intercommunication skill and the dress code and the motivation. So you will learn all this from the soft skill training. Okay, so I hope you have understood this training. So I have told you already, in some job it is very necessary to have soft skills, and it might include how to motivate others and how to maintain the small talk, or how to establish rapport. Yes, so you are just making, under this kind of training, you're making all the employees to be very smart. So nowadays, when you have a smart employees, it is very good for the organization, because you can easily achieve the organization of goals. Without having smart employees, you cannot do anything. Yes, so under soft skill training, you are making all the employees as smart. Okay, so this is all about soft skill training. Okay, let us see the next type of training: technical or technology training. So it is all about you teaching the technical aspects or technological aspects of the job to the new employees when they are introduced in the organization. So maybe you'll teach someone how to use the computer system to and how to operate the computer system. Okay, so you will teach them that how to use a system, company software. Okay, so maybe in a sales position, I can say it might include showing someone how to use the customer relationship management system. Okay, or maybe in a consulting business, maybe you will teach that how to use system to input the number of hours that should be charged to a client. Maybe I can say in a restaurant, maybe the server needs to be trained how to use a system to process the orders. Okay, so all these are technical you know aspects of the job. So let's assume that you're working in an organization or maybe you're working in a company. Your company has decided to switch to the newest version of Microsoft Office. Okay, it has decided to switch to the newest version of Microsoft Office. So when you have this newest version, so you must require technical training, right? Yes, you must be knowing how to deal with the newest version. You must be knowing how to deal with the Microsoft Office. So here this might require some technical training of entire company to ensure everyone uses a technology effectively. So by giving the technological training or technical training, you can make all the employees to use the Microsoft Office effectively and efficiently. Okay, so here under technical or technological training, you are teaching the technical or technological aspects of the job to an employee. Okay, so the next training is quality training. Under quality training, employees are taught how to produce qualitative product. Okay, so here you were teaching them about the quality of the product, how to produce the qualitative product. So here you will make them to know the importance of quality, why to produce a qualitative product. Okay, and you were telling about the importance, why it is necessary. Okay, you're telling about the importance about the qualitative product, because we know competition is more in nowadays. When we talk about business world, competition is more in order to survive in the business world. So you must face the competition. Yes, you have to face the competition by producing the qualitative product, because always customers prefer to buy qualitative product than non-qualitative product. They always prefer high qualitative product, not a non-qualitative or non-quality product. So here you have to face the competition with the help of qualitative product. Yes, so when we talk about quality, one thing we get in our mind, how do we feel that when we see a product? So first we will see for when we purchase a product, so how do we get to know that it is a qualitative, it has a high quality? Only with the help of a stamp. You might have observed ISO. You know ISO. ISO is nothing but International Organization for Standardization. You know, if some product has ISO mark or ISO stamp, then you feel that it is a high qualitative product. Yes or no? Yes. So here, under quality training, you're teaching your employees about the ISO, that is International Organization for Standardization. You know, which measures the quality based on a number of metric, that is number of levels or number of standards what the company has, and this organization ISO provides the stamp of quality. The which provides a stamp of quality, which approvals. It's a kind of approval for the company which produces tangible products. Okay, and also we know ISO has a set standard for almost every field. Okay, so we know ISO 9000, it's a standard for quality management, and ISO 14000 is for environmental management. Okay, so ISO has developed 18,000 standard for over last 60 years. Okay, this is all because of increase in the globalization, and uh, you know uh, these international these international uh, uh, qualitative international qualitative standard, okay, are more important than ever for the development of the company. Okay, so here the quality training is given to the employees in order to eliminate, in order to prevent, and um, in order to detect the non-qualitative items. Okay, um, you are making them to aware of the quality standard, that is international quality standard. Okay, this is all about quality training. Okay, next type of training is internship training. Well, you must be aware of internship training. You some of you have gone for internship programs too. Okay, so internship training is all about your here and educational or any colleges or any educational institutions or any occasional institutions, they will have an agreement with the industries. Okay, they will have in colleges, engineering colleges or maybe management colleges, no, normally management or engineering colleges. So these kind of institutions will have an agreement with the industry. They'll have a contact with the industry, main industries, or maybe they'll have a agreement with them, and with the help of agreement they will send their students. Okay, these institutions will send their students to the industries and to provide the practical knowledge. Okay, so in order to provide the practical knowledge to the students are asked to attend the internship training. They're asked to go to the industries for the to get the practical knowledge. Okay, sometimes the company also offer the pre-placement, pre-placement offers to the trainees. Okay, those who have received the internship in the same company. Once your internship gets over, company may also offer the pre placement. Once your course gets over, maybe the company asks you to join the organizations. Okay, this is a normal. Okay, so maybe when you go for the internship training for any company. Okay, suppose if your performance is very good during the internship training, then after your course gets over, or after your course gets completed, then the companies will ask you to join for the same organization. Okay, so this is happens everywhere. So as I told you, internship training is basically given to provide the practical knowledge to the students. As I said, it is mainly it is mainly conducted, it is mainly given by the colleges, management colleges and the engineering colleges. Okay, they'll have in contact or they'll have an agreement with the industries, so you have to provide the practical knowledge. Okay, so I can give you example here in Mangalore. You must be knowing uh, uh, Infosys, Sahyadri institutions. They'll have the contact with the Infosys. Okay, they will send its engineering students and management students to the Infosys for the internship. Okay, they have a contract here. Suppose if you join for MBA to the Sahyadri institutions, maybe you will get a chance to make an internship training program there. Okay, and not only here, I can say a very good example. IIT and IIM. Okay, all these are reputed universities, so they'll have a contact with the companies like IBM, maybe IBM or maybe Infosys. Okay, so they will send, they'll have a contact with them and they will send a student for the internship program there. Got it? So uh, this kind of training is given to provide the practical knowledge. Okay, this is all about internship training program. The next training program is refresher training or retraining. As its name implies, retraining or refresher training is given to the old employees. Okay, so whatever we have spoken all these training program till now, that may be applicable for new employees. But when we talk about refresher training or retraining, you are giving the training to the new existing workers, or the workers who are already working in the organization, or maybe for the old employees. you're just updating them. Okay, you're updating the existing employees with the new knowledge. Because every, I have told you, technology is changing day by day. So you have to work with the changing technology, that is happening, that is around you. So when you deal with them, so you must be very quick. So you should have the talent, you have to learn the new skill. So you have to upgrade the employees so with the latest technology, because organization wants to deal with the technology, not to meet the organization standard to get successful in the business world or maybe in the corporate world. So here, suppose if company suddenly introduces some new technology or any procedure or any policies. Okay, suppose if you do not have a uh, you know uh, if you do not have a updated employees or well trained employees, or I can say skilled employees, then it is not possible for you to implement, it is not possible for you to you know deal with the new system, right? Suppose if you have a well trained workers, if you have a well trained workers, or if you have skilled workers, then it is possible for you to you know deal with the new technology. If you have outdated employees, then it is not possible for them to deal with the new technology. Okay, so here refresher training or retraining is given to the employees, to the old employees or to the existing workers, in order to update them, so that you can implement any policies, you can introduce any new system in the organizations. You are making them flexible, you are just making them as a dynamic. Okay, you are creating the dynamic environment in the organization. Okay, that is all about retraining or refresher training. The next training program is promotional training. What do you mean by promotional training here? Okay, so well, we know no employees wants to stick onto the same particular position. They want higher responsibility. They want promotion. They want some platform for their career advancement. Yes, they need to develop, their career, right? So when they get promotion, automatically they can develop themselves. They will get a high post. They will get a high responsibility. Yes, so here, uh, this kind of training is given to the potential employees who can be promoted to the senior positions in the organizations. Suppose if some you will be knowing that if somebody some of your senior who may get retired, maybe after 1 year. Okay, then you will be replaced for the same position. Okay, so in order to replace the same position, so you must be having the quality of your senior. So what quality your senior has, okay, in order to meet the expectation of that particular job. Okay, then you should have the skill there. Yes, so in order to replace you here, then the company will provide the training. Okay, so before giving the promotion to you, okay, before you replacing to the same position, the company will give you the promotional training. Okay, so that you will get to know the level of performance. You will get to know the expectation, what company expect from you, how you can meet the high responsibility, how you can carry them. Yes, so as I told you, the promotional training is given in advance. Okay, so before you take the position, before you take the promotion, okay, before you take the high responsibility, the training is given. So it is given in advance, so that employee gets enthusiastic or to yes to the new roles or to the new responsibility, and he do not get nervous at the time of promotion. Yes, suppose if you don't know anything about the job, okay, and suppose if you get a certain promotion that you will be appointed as a senior manager. Okay, you don't know what is senior management post, what is the performance, like what performance he does. okay, that particular job has. If you don't know anything about that, suppose if you get sudden promotion, you'll be shocked and you'll be nervous, because you'll get confused in that. You'll get confused, okay, what to do in that particular position. You'll be nervous, you'll not be happy. Yes. So here, yes. So before you take up the promotion, the company will, give you the pre-training, or maybe give you the training in advance. Okay, this is all about promotional training. So I think we have discussed different training programs, okay, in this video lecturing. So if you have any doubts, please post your um, doubts in comment section, so that I can clarify your doubts in the next video lecture. Thank you for listening.